Are you looking for a condenser microphone that sounds really nice and at a great price? Maybe you should check out the Bai Fei Li V6, this microphone. Let's go ahead and get into it. First off, before I do anything, I need to thank viewer Michael Lawrence for sending over the Bai Fei Li V6. This is an amazing sounding microphone. When I first plugged it in and put my headphones on, the first thing I said was like, wow. I was amazed by the sound of this right out the box. This is the raw sound you are getting right now from the Bai Fei Li V6. This is its raw sound, no processing on at all. This is an all-metal build of a microphone. It is solid. It does have a nice warm sound with some low end on it, which I really appreciate. This is a beautiful microphone. Now, everything that comes in the box, you do get the microphone, you get the shock mount, you get a windscreen protector and an adapter right here. But I'm not using the adapter and I'm not using the windscreen because this is a beautiful microphone. I don't suspect it's going to pick up many plosives. As I say that, it may have picked up a plosive, but I don't suspect it'll pick up many plosives. As long as I'm using good mic technique and having at a 45-degree angle, blowing past the microphone, I may have been a little bit closer blowing into it when I did that plosive. If it even picked it up. So let's do some tests. I'm going to get right up on the microphone and go, hey, this is what it sounds like when you're right up on the microphone. A little proximity test. Now I'm at a good speaking distance away, probably a little closer than I need to be. If I wanted to be right about here, this is probably a better speaking distance away. A good 2/5 away. This is what it sounds like when you're at a better speaking distance away. Now I'm at about a foot, maybe a foot and a half away. And now I'm probably about 2 feet away. And this is the sound you're going to get from this microphone. I'm coming up. I think that this is a very nice sounding microphone. You cannot get this on Amazon. You can only get it like on Alibaba or AliExpress. However, I will have that information later in the video. How about a true plosive test? I'm going to look directly in the microphone and say, please don't put pineapple on pizza. Please do not put pineapple on pizza. You know who you guys are. Just stop it. Don't put pineapple on pizza. But like I said, if you're using good mic technique, please don't put pineapple on pizza. Please don't put pineapple on pizza. You'll be fine. Especially with a condenser microphone, you can have it a little bit farther away, a little bit more angled out of your peripheral to where you can speak and not really blow into the microphone. That is what it sounds like. How about a resonance test? I'm going to tap on my desk. I'm going to tap on the boom arm. And tap on the microphone itself. That is the sound you're going to get from this Bai Fei Li microphone. I think that this is an amazing sound. Let's actually put the windscreen on and see what it sounds like with the windscreen, because I've never done that yet after using this many a times, testing this many a times. I've never put the windscreen on. Now I'm curious. So give me 1 second. Okay, the windscreen is on. This is what it sounds like with the windscreen on. Now let's do a plosive test directly into it. Please don't put pineapple on pizza. Please don't put pineapple on pizza. I think it did a better job, which you would expect with a windscreen, but I like it without the windscreen. It just looks better on camera, so let's take it off. This microphone is probably, I want to say it's up there right now with one of my favorite condenser microphones. I think this will give the MXL 990 a run for its money. This is a gorgeous sounding microphone. I like the fact that it has a lot of low end on it right out the box. Let's put some processing on it and see what it sounds like. I'm going to put this I am running this through the Rodecaster Duo, and this is on its natural preset. This is on its natural preset. This is what the microphone sounds like with a little bit of processing on its natural preset. How about Podcast Studio? This is what it sounds like in Podcast Studio. It does give a little bit more low end, probably a little bit too much, maybe for my liking, but it is there. How about Broadcast, which I suspect is going to be way too much low end? Now I have that's way too much low end. I like the neutral with this microphone. I think it picks up a lot of the nuances with my voice, and it just sounds really, really nice. All right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back, listen to everything that I talked about, listen to the sound of this microphone, and I'm going to come back with my final thoughts. And now for my final thoughts. The all-metal build, the specs, which I'm posting right here, are all fantastic. I am not a spec guy by any means, but the specs on this, the all-metal build, the sound quality, that's really all I care about, is the sound quality of a microphone, and this checks that mark. It definitely does. This sounds phenomenal. You can find this on AliExpress anywhere from $80 to $113. It depends on if they're having a sale or not. I would buy this at the top price, in my opinion. This sounds that good. I really like this microphone. All right. I do want to thank Mr. Michael Lawrence once again for sending this over. Thank you so much. This is fantastic. All right. That does it for this episode of Back to the Retro Review. I am the Bearded Geek. And remember, if I don't see you again, thank you for being a friend.